Thank you for joining us today. We're speaking today with Beth Carico. She's the Director of Workforce Development with People Incorporated. It's part of the Virginia CareerWorks Network. CareerWorks is a network of professionals right in your backyard that are devoted to connecting employers with job seekers. And they do this through an array of services and partners. I know this is going to be of great benefit to the businesses here in Southwest Virginia. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Welcome, Beth. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me today, Penny. I'm very excited to talk about CareerWorks and kind of what we are doing in the region.
That sounds great. Let's get right into it. Tell us a little bit about what is Virginia CareerWorks.
Absolutely. So Virginia CareerWorks is really a network of workforce and educational partners that provide a vital link between the existing or available labor force and the businesses in our region. I really feel like most people think of unemployment or the unemployment office when they think about Virginia CareerWorks. And that is a portion of the services that are available through the Virginia CareerWorks centers, but it's a very small portion of what we do. And we really want to make sure that people think about us in terms of how we can assist those job seekers and those businesses with connecting with one another and with finding success in their individual roles. Virginia CareerWorks is made up of many organizations. I'm going to name a few that people are most familiar with, just so that they have that reference point. But the list is by no means all inclusive. And I want to make sure people know that there are many more organizations than just these few. But some of the individual entities that are involved in the Virginia CareerWorks are the Virginia Employment Commission. I think they're very well known to most people. The post-secondary school systems, so the Virginia Community College System, adult education, our Department of Social Service offices, and many more of our workforce programs and service providers.
Wow, that's a pretty impressive list right there. So if there's more, I can only imagine. So what workforce opportunities and the organization assist businesses with?
So there's many services that we assist businesses with every day. I'll go through a few and try to kind of briefly describe what those are. First, we can provide recruiting assistance. So we can help with recruitment plans, figuring out how a business wants to go about recruiting for a specific job or for their labor force in general. We can assist with updating job descriptions or creating job descriptions for new positions. Yes. We list jobs on the Virginia Workforce Connection. So they have free advertising for their positions on the Virginia Workforce Connection. We can assist with outreach to special populations, job fairs for multiple companies or individualized. So a lot of times we can work with individual companies and do on-site events to assist with their hiring needs. And then next is training assistance. So we can assist businesses with training new individuals to their company, but also their existing workforce. We can potentially provide funding assistance, customized training opportunities. So if someone identifies that they have a need, but they're not sure if there's a training out there or a class that would fit that need, they can just talk to us about what their need might be, and we can try to help them either locate an existing class or create something that works for them individually.
That's awesome.
We can also provide use of off-site training space or equipment. We can potentially provide, this is kind of dependent on the job seekers and their individual characteristics and whether they fit into our workforce programs for job seekers. But if an individual fits into our workforce programs, then we may be able to provide some financial assistance for hiring and training new workers. We call those programs kind of work-based learning. So if
Okay.
someone comes in the door and they maybe have good characteristics and they meet what you feel your company culture may be, you feel that they individually would be a good fit with your company, but they need some skills to be able to be proficient in that job, then we can potentially assist you with some either reimbursement or direct payment to the job seeker for their wages for a set period of time.
Wow.
So we have different programs, and it depends on whether the individual is, it really comes down to the employment relationship between the individual and the business as to whether we can offer what we call an on-the-job training or an internship opportunity. But those are details we could discuss individually as businesses have a need.
Okay.
We can do assessments for potential new employees. So one of the assessments that we use pretty frequently is the National Career Readiness Certification. We test folks with that weekly, and we are able to kind of assist our region with increasing the number of individuals who obtain that certification. And that means that our region is working towards becoming a work-ready community. That can be applicable to both new hires, or some companies use those tools for promotional type of assessments to determine if individuals are ready for promotional opportunities, or if they're capable of meeting the new needs in those particular new positions. And then we can also provide referrals between local resources, state resources, and federal resources. So again, we are a network of professionals. No one entity is able to meet all of these needs, but we do work together, and we try to make sure that businesses are able to access all of the information through any one of us. So we can assist with labor market information. If a company is unsure of what a fair labor market wage would be for a particular position, we can provide data and resources to help them make that determination. We do workshops frequently for businesses and provide some general training opportunities. We recently conducted one with you, Penny, on recruitment and retention of the workforce. But in the past, we've done events and trainings on workplace safety, on some legal topics. So we're able to partner with professionals in these industries who are able and willing to provide this meaningful training. Most of the time, we're able to do it at no cost to the businesses. And it also provides an opportunity for businesses to network with one another. And really, I feel like it's a good opportunity to connect and see what their fellow businesses are doing, to learn from each other's successes, and also realize that they're not out there alone with any struggles that they may face.
Wow. That's a lot.
It is
blown away by all that your organization can do. So if I'm a business, when should I actually reach out to you for assistance?
So as soon as a business identifies or even thinks that they may have a need, they can absolutely reach out to us and just bounce those ideas around. But in all honesty, we love to have businesses reach out to us even before they identify that they have a need. So if you want to become familiar with us, just connect and talk with us and start building and developing that relationship so that you know who you're reaching out to if a need should arise. We are so thrilled when businesses just want to contact us and invite us in to learn about what they do. I really feel like we can be a more efficient and effective network to serve businesses when we know and understand what our business community is doing. So we do a lot of times go out to different work sites and we do tours. We go into the facility and we try to see what that business is doing, and we learn about their processes, and we learn about their various positions and what skills might be a good fit for them, because it makes us more effective when they do come to us and they have a need. But back to when they feel that they do have a need and they want to reach out to us, really as soon as possible is great. Sometimes there is some paperwork that needs to be completed, some approvals that need to be in place, especially if financial assistance is involved. So to provide the most efficient assistance, as soon as possible is great. And even if you're not sure if we're the right people to contact, reach out to us and ask the question. We may not be the one who can provide that service, but we will absolutely work with folks and connect you to the people or the agency that is the right connection for you, depending on the need.
Okay, great. That's good to know. Now, can a business refer a potential employee to you? And if so, how does that work?
Absolutely. So if a business has a current employee that maybe they want to upscale, or they have a potential new hire that they're seeking assistance with, we absolutely are happy to talk with them and see if we have a program that can help. So they would contact their local office. We do have a generalized email account that everybody can kind of filter questions to. Because we are a large region, sometimes it's hard to figure out the right contact for your particular locality.
Right.
But that email address is just careerhelp@vcwnrmr.com. And those resources will be available through Penny at the end. But I do want to make sure that businesses know that they need to be in contact with us before they really do anything internally. So if they want to train a new employee and they want potential financial assistance to do that, like I said, there is paperwork and approvals that have to be in place. So they need to be in touch with us before the employee begins that training and before they incur any of those costs. In addition, for new employees, they need to be in contact with us before they hire or even make an offer of employment to that individual. Those are very important pieces because they need to contact us so that they can contact us as early as possible and before they make those moves, so to speak, with the hiring or training opportunities.
Okay, that makes sense. That is a lot of information, and it's just a wealth of help that your organization provides. What else can you think of, Beth, that you would like for businesses in the area to know?
So we do believe that there is like a no wrong door type of approach to the services that we provide, both to job seekers and businesses. So when someone has a need, I think I had said this before, but I really just want to reiterate, reach out to us. If we are not the correct person, we're not just going to leave somebody hanging. We are going to work to connect that person to the right resource, whether it's just, we have a different person in a different locality that they need to speak with, but, we're not going to just say, nope, that's not us, try somewhere else. We definitely always try to make that connection and what we call kind of a warm handoff of that individual. We feel like that really helps with, again, building those relationships and making people feel comfortable with contacting us and the services that we can provide. We do have an individual in our region that is directly devoted to working with businesses. So that is her sole purpose, is working with our businesses and providing the services that they need. Her name is Kimber Simmons. So I think a lot of our business folks are probably familiar with her, but she would likely be the first point of contact for our businesses. Now, for our job seekers, we do have separate folks that work with those job seekers. And we do have more of those individuals just because sometimes it takes a little bit more intensive work with the job seekers to get them work ready and connected on their end. However, as I stated, we have a no wrong door approach. So you can really reach out to any of us in any of our offices, and we're going to do our best to connect you to someone who can help with your particular need, or we're going to work to meet that need. Also, just to remember to reach out as quickly as possible so we make sure that we can meet that need in a timely manner. And again, before the costs and expenses of the services that are needed are incurred.
Right.
But I really think that's about it that I can think of
Yeah.
on my end.
Okay, well, great. This has been absolutely wonderful, Beth. Thank you so much. And I know all of our listeners have gained a lot of insight. Even if they're familiar with CareerWorks, they probably weren't aware of just the breadth of opportunity that is available to them through the organization. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's hard to sometimes remember all of the services that we provide, so I hope I've not left anything out. It's definitely something that I could talk all day long about because there are just so many things to cover, but I do appreciate your time today, and I'm excited to get the information out to our businesses.
Me too. Thank you so much. And I guess my takeaway from this was, if you have any inclination that you might be able to help, whether you know CareerWorks can help or not, reach out and they'll let you know or point you in the right direction. So that's a wonderful resource for everyone. Thank you. I want to thank our audience for joining us. Tune in again. We'll have another local subject matter expert, and that will be relevant to your business. And until next time, have a great day.